Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back with another video from Giguk on his second channel Gaunt, and today we are checking out, we aren't ready for One Punch Man 3. I would love to see some One Punch Man Season 3. I don't think it's been officially announced, the rumour is it's Mappa. And, I highly recommend watching Mob Psycho Season 3, Mob Psycho 100 Season 3 if you haven't, because, oh, that was incredible. But, yeah, let's see what Giguk has to say on this, shall we?
Slam Dunk just came out. Let's have a look at this trailer.
Oh dear. Oh no. Oh god.
Alright. So, I have been in America. There are sometimes some stuff gets announced in the anime sphere that I like to talk about. And normally I would just do a stream doing it when it gets announced. I haven't had a chance to do that recently, so what I did is I've basically compiled all of the big things I want to talk about that got announced within the past 2 months or something, and basically get a chance to talk about it.
Cool.
So, with anime news, the first big announcement I wanted to talk about, Studio Mappa are now rumored to be animating One Punch Man Season 3.
That'd be really cool.
I don't know how official this is right now. Right now, I think it's just a leak, but I fucking see it. Shonen leaks have basically gotten the edge for a lot of early news in a lot of other things as well. It's been pretty reliable from what I can tell. So it's not officially announced by Mappa or anything like that now, but it's not some random guy on Twitter. I can see it because Mappa seem to be collecting all of the Infinity Stones right now. Fucking
yeah, so before he goes, so what we got? So we got Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, which was boss. And if they had One Punch Man, oh, that'd be sick. And what else did Mappa do? I can't remember off the top of my head.
What do Mappa even have right now? So they have Jujutsu Kaisen,
they
have Attack on Titan, which by itself, two of the most massive anime franchises. They have Chainsaw Man. So
absolutely knocked it out of the park with
anime
that.
Franchises, I wouldn't say of all time, but definitely three of the biggest that could be had right now. They've got Hell's Paradise. Nice. They've got Vinland Saga.
Oh yeah, cool.
And now,
I need to watch season 1. That's
on
Crunchyroll now.
Holy fuck. Mappa, yo, please, man. Yo, other anime studios, they need to eat as well, man. They need to eat. Leave something for the rest of the studios.
You've got other people got stuff coming out. Ufotable doing great.
Into what Madhouse was
back in the day.
Mappa is not so much the ceiling of peak animation right now. Right now, I would give that to something like Ufotable.
Yeah, I agree.
To animation or something like that.
Yeah, like the way Ufotable do their like 3D background animation with 2D on top is just absolutely awesome.
Quality is consistently pretty good, and with the recent Chainsaw Man adaptation, which I think is their best work yet, their ceiling has gotten pretty damn high. It's pretty fucking good right now. And then they did Jujutsu Kaisen, which Jujutsu Kaisen
the fight scenes in that was boss.
I would say it's the best in terms of animation.
Really good though.
In terms of shonen, Bones has better animation than Jujutsu Kaisen. Ufotable, obviously with Demon Slayer.
God, Demon Slayer
in my opinion, the ceiling right now.
Yeah,
but it was still pretty damn good. One Punch Man Season 3. Do I think that Mappa, at its peak, can emulate One Punch Man Season 1? Not yet. Because One Punch Man Season 1 was pretty much, that was like peak animation, right?
Yeah, it was really good. I didn't have any problems with Season 2. It was just very noticeable.
And that was kind of like the stars aligning for so many talented people getting to work on one project. But they keep raising their bar of quality, so who knows, maybe lightning
they are improving, man.
Do I think it's going to happen with how many IPs and how many shows they are animating right now? I still think they will do a better job than JC Staff that animated Season 2. One thing about One Punch Man is that it needs amazing animation to stand out. Season 2 had as good of an animation as Attack on Titan Season 4. It wasn't bad, it was just good. But this time, it wasn't good enough. A lot of One Punch Man, it hangs on the hype of the fight scenes. You know, Attack on Titan Season 4, that just had a lot of interesting writing and amazing character writing and amazing drama in it. One Punch Man, you need those hype fight scenes.
Yeah, like from what I've seen, like you guys have watched some of my reaction videos. I've seen some stuff. I don't know the story, and I just know a lot of stuff's coming with Garo, and that needs to be like really well animated.
You need those fight scenes to hit and hit hard. The One Punch Man manga, not the original webcomic, but the one that Murata is drawing right now.
It looks so
art, that is
good.
Some of the best art you can find in manga. Like, holy fucking shit. I actually caught up to the One Punch Man manga last month.
Oh, okay. He's reading it, right.
I did not know that manga could go this hard in terms of their fight scenes. I won't spoil what happens, but it is fucking insane what he's doing with
I'm excited
some of the
for an animation
and some of the
version
panels.
of
It is insane. And without spoiling
Season
what
3 would be good.
happens, I turn to a colored panel and I'm like, holy fuck, And if you
Yeah.
go up to the manga, you know what fucking panel I'm talking about. There is a colored panel that just comes in out of nowhere, and I'm
Nice.
just like, this is blowing my fucking mind right now. At the end of the day, One Punch Man Season 3 needs to be animated well. I believe that Mappa can bring the hype. I think they
Yeah.
can make an improvement.
It just
on One
won't
Punch
be
Man Season 2. Out of my
amazing.
first gut
I reckon it'll be
reaction,
really
it's
good.
not going to be as good or as revolutionary as Season 1. Another thing that got announced as well, the anime for Nier
No.
Automata.
No.
This happened, I believe, 2 months ago or something like that.
I did not like the first episode. This is purely for fans of the video game. I've seen a side-by-side comparison of episode 1 to, like, part of the game. I had no idea what was going on with the story. There was no explanation whatsoever. And the CG on the 2G, the 3D on the 2D did not look great. Like, when she's animated by herself doing the fighting and that, looked boss. But when she was in the fly thing, mechy thing, it just didn't look great.
This is, I believe, going to be airing next season. So I'm going to be doing a seasonal stream as usual, but let's check out some of the early characters.
I'll give it 3 episodes, like, but I just did not like it.
Oh, there my
Yeah,
girl.
like, she
There's
looks
my
great.
girl. Those are the camera angles I was hoping for, boys.
Nice.
Look at this. Oh, there we go.
A man of culture.
They knew, boys. Now, it's A1 Picture animating this. And one thing I'll say about A1 Pictures is that they're always consistent in their works.
They're
it's
good.
consistently good. You know,
Yeah.
it's not amazing. You know, they always do a good enough job. Just say meh. Nah, man, they are not meh at all. They did Fairy Tail? Okay, maybe.
Oh,
maybe
oh,
they can.
why does everyone still hate on Fairy
When I
Tail
think
nowadays? Like, it's
A1,
mad.
I think this is not going to look bad. It's going to look decent to good. It's not going to blow my brains out, but it's going to look good. And in my opinion,
It looks
one of
okay.
the biggest things that worries me about a Nier anime is how the are they going to adapt this?
See, I have no
Let's
idea
just
about
say
it.
It is not the most traditional story out there. Nier
Okay.
Automata is one of my favorite video games.
So they've gone for, like,
At
it
the
looks
same time,
great.
One of the reasons I loved it so much, it's because of the way the story was told within the medium of video games. And one thing that really worries me is that Yoko Taro just doing Yoko Taro things. To get the full story, you need to complete the game 3 times.
Oh,
and
wow.
every time you do, you restart from the beginning, and you start essentially a
new
new
route, right.
How the f do you adapt that into an anime? Harry Anime did that, and let's remember how the Endless 8 turned out, right, guys? Everyone loved
No
the
clue.
Endless 8.
No
I'd
clue.
say the closest we've ever gotten is Fate. It's
Right.
confusing having 3 separate adaptations to Fate Stay Night. Yes, as a Fate fan, I know that
There's
there's
still
different
a
routes,
story
different
you can
stories, but
follow,
to
though. I have
the
no
average
clue what's
viewer,
going on
it
in
can
Nier.
get confusing.
Like, at least with all the Fate stories, there is a narrative that you can follow. And they don't have to all tie in. You don't have to figure it all out. You can watch each individual one and enjoy the story going on. I didn't get a single bit of setup whatsoever from that first episode of Nier Automata.
And I know people are going to be like, oh, it's not that confusing. It's just the same story being told with 3 different routes. I'm saying to like the mainstream audience and to the average audience member who doesn't know anything about the source material or anything like that, it's more confusing. I don't know how well Nier Automata is going to translate into an anime if you haven't played the original game, which is the biggest thing that worries me, because to me an anime should always stand on its own. Nier Automata is just so out there with the way it presents its ideas. That's so peculiar with how it portrays it within video games as a platform that I don't know how well that story is going to translate into anime. What might end up happening is that it takes a lot of the broader ideas, translates that over into an anime story, and it just might not hit the same in an anime story. You know what I
Right.
mean? I have faith just because I have an open mind.
I mean, I'm going to give it
I
3
don't
episodes.
think
I'm going to
it's
give it
gonna
3.
be as good as the video game, but I still have faith that it could be a good show. Moving on. Slam Dunk just came out.
This was in
Let's
the
have a look at
intro,
the
wasn't it?
trailer.
My God. Oh, no.
It's-
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
try to keep my bias out of this. This is my. I just realized.
Oh,
it's my
he's
first
so
time watching
excited
the
for it, you
trailer.
can tell,
Didn't
but
realize it
he's
was
just
CGI.
like-
Maybe it's just this
Oh,
one
he's
shot.
so upset.
All right, let's see.
Oh, no.
It's all CGI.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, dear.
All right, I'm
Come
gonna
Tell us what you
quiet
think.
down my gut reaction right now, and I'm just gonna puff a little bit of copium for a second.
Mm.
Okay, the CGI didn't look bad. Didn't look terrible, right?
It doesn't
Right,
look
we can agree on that,
awful. The
right?
motion's
This
a bit
doesn't look
weird.
Like Berserk 2016. This looks like if you just took still screenshots, I'd be like,
Stills look
that
good.
doesn't look
Yeah.
bad. It really feels like they tried to pay respect to the original Slam Dunk art style because it has some of the best art you can find in any sports anime.
Damn,
to
okay.
date. We
What
look
a
at the
statement.
motion, and still
Yeah,
does not look bad.
looks janky,
Maybe
man.
look a bit clunky in a few shots, but guys, doesn't look bad, right? Stop the cap. There ain't no caps on me at all. Can you see any caps on me? I'd be lying if I didn't say that the look of the CGI has disappointed me, partly because
Bless.
Slam Dunk, like I said, is a goated manga. It's one of the best sports manga of all time, and part of that
Boom.
is because Inoue Takeshi is an absolute fucking masterclass.
Damn,
when it comes to
okay,
manga
that looks
stories.
cool.
Seeing this just makes me wonder. You know, we've had like Berserk. Now we've had Slam Dunk. Do they just look at some of these manga that are complete masterpieces
We ain't drawing
when it
that.
comes to their art? Do they just go, yeah, we can't touch that. Let's just do the CGI. I've seen
Yeah, like, could you imagine? Like, you're the one of the animators. You've never read the Berserk manga. You get handed the Berserk manga, and you look at it. You're not going to attempt to animate that. It looks so freaking perfect. You'd be like, no, let's go a different way.
Crocono Basket. I've seen that you can make basketball anime look good, that is in 2D drawings. So I'm just like, are they looking at some of these goated mangas? They're just like, we can't compete, so we're not even going to
Let's
try.
not
Let's
bother."
just do CGI. And like I said,
Yeah.
the CGI doesn't look bad. It just definitely looks like a step down from the manga, and it's a bit disappointing that they didn't even try to match up to the manga. Could be Studio Orange level. We've seen Beastars. We have
Beastars is
seen
great.
Pacific
Beastars is
Team.
boss.
Studio Orange is the only studio so far that have a track record of utilizing CGI well. I'll keep my mind open, but I would lie if I didn't say I was a bit
You're
disappointed.
disappointed?
Moving on.
Oh,
My Hero
bless.
Academia is getting a live-action film from
What?
Netflix.
Why? No. Right, okay. I personally feel like with this, they should at least wait until they start making it, until One Piece is actually out and airing. And then people can voice what they don't like about it, then you can take that into consideration and then use those points for this. I mean, One Piece is going to be really wacky and out there anyway. I don't understand how they're going to do that. This is just jumping on the whole like bandwagon of Marvel movies, really, isn't it?
What else can we say about live action adaptations? My first thought is just why Netflix.
Yeah.
You know,
Here we
I
are.
know you are making One Piece right now, and I will say
I'm
my
going to watch
last
some
hope
of
for
it.
live action anime died with Cowboy.
Oh, mate.
If there's
Yeah,
one
they
anime
really
I
dropped the
thought
ball
could-
with it. I always thought as well that like that should be really easy to adapt. Like, you know, it's not going to be as good as the anime, but surely you could make something that's worth watching out of using Cowboy Bebop. Just look at Firefly. Just that kind of show. It could have just been like that, but
get a great live action adaptation, and I thought could get translated well into live action. It was Cowboy Bebop. I have no doubts
Yeah.
that your crew were passionate about Cowboy Bebop. I don't know what went wrong in that production. A lot of it to me
Wasn't
was
great.
the writing. I'm sure your team were passionate. I'm sure a lot of people on your team love Cowboy Bebop. You have cast members and you have teams that really, really love One Piece, and that is a good sign. I'm just wondering, is that enough to translate into a good live action adaptation? If you can't do Cowboy Bebop, I have no faith that you can adapt One Piece.
Yeah,
One Piece
mate.
is goofy even for anime. You show One Piece to the
a
average
lot of anime
fan,
fans. Yeah,
and
like
they're
even me when
"Yo,
I
this looks
first.
goofy as I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, like when I first like looked at the designs and that, I was like, "What is this? Why do they look like that?" But then as you get into it, it becomes normal. I don't think people that, yeah, One Piece is going to be so hard to get people that aren't into the original source material to watch.
Let me watch Chainsaw Man, or let me watch Bleach or something like that, you know? Was anyone here in the Big Three era where you had Naruto and Bleach? I remember being a One Piece fan back in the day. You had to like fight tooth and nail to be like, no. Guys, ignore the 4Kids dubs. And people were saying, like, oh,
Yeah.
it looks stupid. Look at the art style, it looks stupid. I'm like, guys, no. Ignore the art style, ignore like Mr. 2, Bon Clay, ignore Frankie. You know, I swear to God, it can get serious at times. I swear to God, it's a really,
yeah,
really good
it's very
story.
hard
Thank
sell.
God, it's gotten to the point where One Piece is now that Naruto
It's
and Bleach
king.
have ended, One Piece like reigns supreme. You don't need the same type of convincing nowadays because so many people acknowledge that One Piece has an amazing story. And you translate that into a live action show. No fucking way. I am happy to be proven wrong, but there ain't no fucking way in my mind. Now, with My Hero Academia, maybe you can translate this into a live action, but my biggest question is why? Why would you want to? I'm tired. I am fucking tired of seeing people attempt live action adaptations. You know, this isn't just an anime thing, you know? I'm tired of seeing live action adaptations of classic Disney films and stuff like that.
Yeah, who wants that?
You know what I want to see more of? I want to see animated adaptation of live action franchises.
Yes.
I want to see I want to see more animated adaptations of video game franchises.
Yes. Right. So, The Animatrix was amazing. We've recently had Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which is a video game, like you just said. They're absolutely amazing adaptations, absolutely incredible. Like, do it that way. The transition to live action just seems to just ruin everything. But if you were to take live action stuff and animate it, or even video games, it works.
Getting that in some capacity. We had.
Oh, Arcane was so good as well. That was so boss. Loved it.
Cyberpunk.
Hey, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, yeah.
Incredible.
Absolutely class.
You are taking one medium, you are telling stories that another medium can express. And Arcane and Cyberpunk were
so good. So good.
Insane adaptations. And I want to see more of that. I think back to Animatrix, and I was just like, that was so fucking insane.
It was great.
I did not give it credit for just how unique it was for all the ideas that it kind of presented.
I love how it was all, they
fitted
in between the movies as well. Absolutely boss.
And then telling stories that only anime can tell. I have all of these examples of franchises that have done well in anime form. And let's look at the other side. How many franchises have done well being translated into live action? Oh wait, people are going to say like one or two. In terms of anime franchises being translated to live action.
I mean, I'm going to say, I've said it a few times. I don't mind saying it. I didn't mind the live action Death Note movie that Netflix made. It wasn't amazing, but I enjoyed it.
Versus other mediums being translated to anime. It's so top-sided of like which approach is better. So I'm like, why do you still keep wanting to do live action adaptations? Netflix, how about instead of adapting more anime into live action, you start promoting your anime itself? Is anyone here watching JoJo Part 6? Anyone even know that JoJo Part 6 was even out? So
did, but only because I was looking for it. I loved it.
Hey! Got announced to be an anime. If you don't know
on this.
Fake Giguk, man. Fake fans, guys, disappointed.
He did a video about it, didn't he? It's absolutely great.
Don't worry about it. If you
the elf that lives after saving the world and her team get old.
Just hurts my
basically.
heart, okay? Just hurts me. Yeah, I made a video about Frieren, just saying how much I enjoyed this manga, and then it got an anime out of it.
It's in Waterstones,
it basically follows
manga.
the story of an elf who is the party of adventurers that end up like saving the world. Now, that sounds like your generic kind of fantasy manga, but it actually follows her story post saving the world and post beating.
It's an interesting concept.
Like that. It's actually kind of like an existential slice of life. Because what happens is that elves live for like thousands of years, but obviously her party of humans and dwarves, they don't live that long. What this manga is about is basically just following her life as she sees the people around her age extremely fast while she is, in their eyes, immortal. The best way I can describe it is that, you know how the human lifespan compared to a dog or a cat is
gosh, why use that dog as an
example? You get to see them age within your lifetime and then pass away. Yeah, it's kind of like that. And I didn't mean to bring a downer on everyone, but that's kind of the story structure, okay? Except the elf is us in this sense, and her friends, her human companions, are the dogs. I'm not calling them her pets. You get that kind of perspective from it. It's a very introspective story, and I think it's very interesting how they took a fantasy anime and put it into her perspective. And I think it's really interesting. Very excited for this to get animated. That's not all, because not only that, Oshinoko also got an anime announcement as well. I am 2 for 2 right now, man. Is there a manga left that I've made a video about?
I don't remember this one.
Anime adaptation
I'm having flashes to reacting to a video about it, but
Domekano 2?
I can't remember this.
Unfortunately, not yet. Before I talk anymore, let's have a look at the trailer for this. Oh, what a wholesome looking show. Damn, these characters.
I recognize her face.
Show, guys, it's an idol show. We don't watch them here, right, guys? Right? Do you know what I realized after watching that trailer? I cannot talk about this show at all. I'm going to shut up about Oshinoko. Let's just say that I was wondering how they're gonna do the beginning, and I just realized, has this ever been done before? So episode 1 is going to be 90
Whoa.
minutes. They're basically just airing a film.
That's a movie.
1. What?
That's crazy, because, yeah, even Fate Unlimited Blade Works, the first 2 episodes are 52 minutes long, so that's like nearly double that. Wow.
Holy shit! Well,
that's a lot.
Good at least, because that means I can be like, oh, have you seen episode 1? Okay, you know what the show's about then. I'm not going to say anything else, but let's just say episode 1 is going to be a fucking roller coaster. And
yeah,
you're
and
going to want to watch it. This is a show that I highly recommend.
90 minutes in the first episode, man.
Like
wow.
In spring, and it's from the same writer as Kaguya-sama. It's a banger manga. We got a banger mangaka working on it as well. Let's just say it's not going to be your typical idol story. I'm a bit disappointed because I can't talk about this as much as I want to talk about this, but I'll just say, very excited. When's more Tatsuki Fujimoto anime getting adapted? And I have one more piece of news I wanted to talk about.
What we
and I
got?
know this is old news now, but I don't care. You fucking know it, guys.
Genshin Impact.
Fucking go. Genshin is getting an anime from Ufotable. I remember when this got announced, my jaw.
Oh, okay, that could be quite good.
I was like, absolutely no way. Genshin is getting a Ufotable anime.
Wow.
All I can say is
I know nothing
being
about
a
Genshin
guy
Impact, man.
who got
Other
into
than watching.
Fate, thanks to its
God,
Ufotable
like,
adaptations.
love
Couldn't
it.
be happier for Genshin. Couldn't be happier. Let's watch the trailer before I say anything else. Genshin fans, did you ever think you would see this outside of just photoshopped images and memes? This in my head was a fucking meme. Like, I was just like, there is no fucking way. I've never been happier to see Paimon, man. This is the only time I'm gonna be happy to see Paimon. They're using their gacha money. Thank
That
God
looks
they're using
really
the
good.
gacha money for something.
Wow, that looks amazing.
CGI, that looks good.
Yeah.
This is the first and only time we're gonna see them together. What a nice couple. Who said that? Who said that? Gentlemen, our time has come. It is our time. My fellow Genshin players. No more shall we be clowned upon for rolling for our favorite characters. No more shall we be called dolphins or whales or whatever.
Oh my
we are no
God.
longer whales. We are investors. My fellow Genshin, it is our time. Did you invest in the Genshin anime? I sure did. This is how I cope every time I roll now. I'm like, no. Just think of the Genshin anime. One of my favorite reactions when this was announced was the salty anime fan base that looked at Ufotable and were like, really? You chose to adapt a Genshin rather than a good IP? I'm so disappointed. I'm so unhappy. I would have been happy if it was anything else but Genshin. You know, before Demon Slayer, Ufotable was the Fate studio. Does anyone but me remember that Ufotable adapted all of the Tales animes as well?
Oh, okay.
They are no stranger when it comes to video game adaptation.
So they've done it before, so they know what they're doing.
For the Genshin anime, I have even higher hopes for this Genshin anime than I do for the Nier automata anime. I really hope that statement doesn't age poorly.
Oh, trust me, I'm sure it won't.
doesn't.
I
Genshin has a
really
much
don't
more
think it will.
straightforward storyline than Nier, but I'll be honest, I don't actually want Ufotable to adapt the main story. I think the main story is right now way too grand and way too fucking vast, because here's what's going to happen if it adapts the main storyline, right? It's going to skip over so much content. It's going to skip over so much content just to get through the juicier big action moments. I don't know if that's going to do good for the Genshin story. The Genshin story is like way too
I
big,
have no
but
idea.
What I hope happens
No
is
clue.
something that's similar to what Cyberpunk did, which is taking the world of Tevat and just doing a side story that
That would
takes
be
place
cool.
somewhere in the world.
Like I said, I have no clue, but they just make it set within the world
and
and everyone can
find
appreciate it.
genuinely interesting is
Fans
that
of it
I do
and not.
genuinely think that Genshin has an interesting world, and I do think that it has potential to have a lot of stories that take place within the world of it. So I think there's more avenues to tell a story that might work better for an animated series than just the main storyline of Genshin. Honestly, Archon War arc, that would absolutely be hype. Do I think they would do that? Unfortunately, I don't. Either like a prequel or a side story, I think could do really fucking well as an anime series. Ufotable have done plenty of good adaptations of video games before, even before Demon Slayer. So,
Fair,
I
so they've
mean,
done it before.
It's fucking Ufotable. If there's one thing that we can guarantee on, is that
It's gonna look
the
good.
Genshin anime, it's gonna look really fucking good.
Fair dues. Fair enough. Wasn't expecting to be a full-on like that. I thought we were literally going to be discussing One Punch Man Season 3. But that's fine. That's cool. A lot of interesting stuff happening. The One Piece live action, My Hero Academia, I didn't know that was a thing. Genshin Impact anime, that'd be quite fun. Ufotable, I'll be watching that. Not enjoying the Nier Automata anime at all. But hey ho. Thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video we upload, link in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month is all I support talents. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys very much for that. And thank you all for watching. What did you guys think of that? What did you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys, all you guys, next time. Bye.